Hey Chris, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out Friday, promised this free video, and we're told that you were the one that would watch the video. So we want to keep it pretty short and sweet. Just want to show you a couple of tips you can do to increase customer flow and traffic to your website and really add more customers. So all I ask is at the end if you can shoot me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would love to hear your thoughts. So let me get to it. So looking through your site looks pretty good. It's built pretty well. The only thing I would say that would really help you is to add content. So content is anything that you can highlight, whether that be pictures, text, and typically what you want on your homepage is you want anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 words, depending on your competition. And the reason for that is twofold. One, you want to be able to be found by for specific keywords that you can add and have in your heading. So, for instance, say I was wanting to be found for Las Vegas electrician. Okay, that might be my heading. I might have that in my text. I might have that. So instead of these pictures being saved, let's see what they're saved as. So instead of this drug tested being saved as probably drug tested photo or drug photo or something like that, I would have it saved as Las Vegas electrician or Electrician Henderson, Nevada, or something like that. It just adds more things that Google can find me for and rank me for. Um, and the second reason why it's important to have content, and specifically a lot of it is because it's a ranking factor for Google. So the more content you have, the more likely you are to be ranked. If you look at Wikipedia, for instance, Wikipedia has so much content. It's really difficult for people to compete with Wikipedia. Um, and so those are the two really reasons why you want a lot of content. And typically with a site like yours, so you guys do electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. You typically would want even more because some of those, like HVAC, is really competitive. Plumbing can get really competitive. Uh, Really looking at electrical too, Las Vegas, it could get pretty competitive in terms of. So there's a lot of traffic here. There's 1,800 searches, but this KD is keyword difficulty. How hard is it to rank in the top 10 on a in the top 10 on a 0 to 100 scale? And top 10 basically is your first page. So as you can see here, these numbers 10, 12, kind of high. Not obviously not as high as they could be. You see these in 30s and 40s sometimes with electrical and solar in different places. But electrician Henderson, Nevada is pretty low KD and a lot of volume. So definitely something that you can work towards, but definitely something that's going to take some time. But evenly electrical is sometimes difficult to start ranking for. So definitely with your stuff, the more content, the better, so that you can start ranking. My second tip would be to optimize your Google My Business. And really, your Google My Business page works hand in hand with your website. So, um, as you can see, you have 45 reviews at 4.7 star rating, which is good. I would say that's probably about average, the 4.7, and about 50 reviews is probably about average. But I would definitely add to this. The more reviews you get, and the more 5-star reviews, the better. You definitely want to add photos, and you want to add photos that are saved as specific keywords that you want to be searched for. So if you want to be searched for, say electrician Henderson, Nevada, because this is one that had low KD and high volume, you might, you'd save a photo as that particular keyword, and then Google knows that this has something to do with that. Yeah, your Google My Business has something to do with that. So, and then realistically, you want your Google My Business out in as many places as possible. So you want this in directories and stuff like that. So those are called citations. You want as many citations as you can. It just adds authority and strength to your Google My Business, which will add strength to your site because they're kind of linked. Okay. Um, my third tip would be to strengthen your site. So this is your site, and I'm going to read you this data. This is an Ahrefs. This is a tool that SEO specialists use. This is the strength of your site right here, okay? And this is on a 0 to 100 scale, 0 being the weakest and 100 being the strongest. So obviously you're toward the bottom. Typically what you want is a high number as possible. With electricians and HVAC companies, typically for you to be pretty strong and start taking traffic, you want to be in the 20s, 30s, in more competitive areas, maybe even the 40s. But really what you want is you're wanting this to be as high a number as possible and this to be as high a number as possible in a 1-to-1 ratio, okay, if you can help it. Obviously it doesn't always work like that, but that's kind of what you're looking for. And this is how many websites or domains that you have that are sending links back to your site. So you have 16 domains sending you 40 links back to your site. You're ranking in the top 127 keywords. You're going to have 6 searches a month. And this traffic value is how much money I would have to spend in Google Ads to get the same amount of traffic. Sometimes they don't take to an account the fact that it's your name. So you are getting a lot of traffic for your name, Blue Apple Electric, but really not much for anything else. In terms of buyer specific keywords, Las Vegas Electrician you're ranking for, but you're on the 7th page. So outside of your name, you're not really getting any customers or traffic flow whatsoever. And looking at your competition, at least for this particular keyword in Henderson, you have Calidus Electric, okay, and you have Southwest Electric. And looking at their website strength compared to yours, okay, Calidus is pretty strong. Again, I said 20s, 30s, 40s. They're high with the 38, and 27, not quite the 1-to-1 ratio, but they are ranking in 566 keywords. They're getting 300 searches a month, and their traffic value is almost at 25, or is at 2,500. So I'd have to spend $2,500 to get the same traffic value. Uh, Southwest, not so high, still getting a little bit of traffic, ranking in 9 keywords, getting $131 traffic value a month. So you can definitely beat this pretty easily. Calidus is going to take some time to compete with something like that to take their spot, but you get the gist. So those would be my 3 tips: add content, optimize your Google My Business, and strengthen your site. So if you need somebody that knows what they're doing that could help you, we'd love to help you. But either way, I'd love your feedback. So have a great day, and God bless. Bye.